Hi, pretty bird friends. Yeah, hi. Good girl. Oh, bless you. Okay, so that was not part of her being sick. Okay, that was a random sneeze. What do you see? What do you see, pretty? Can you say hi to your friends? Say hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Yeah. Pretty bird's feeling a lot better now, right, pretty bird? She's all done with her medicine, and she's strong as ever. Now we're thinking that a little bit of her clinginess and a little bit of her what are you sneezing right now for? Right when I'm telling everybody that you're better, huh? I think it's just because it's windy. What are you looking at? What do we see? What do you see? Come on. Cuckoo. What do you see, pretty bird? Are you coming? Come on. Pretty bird. Pretty bird. She's like, I'm exploring. I don't wanna. Anyways, she finished all medicine. She's feeling a lot better. Just to kind of sum up what her symptoms were, she suddenly got really defensive, almost aggressive at times, and she had started sneezing a whole lot. She kept doing this thing where she would, like, it almost looked like she was trying to, like, gulp something down, like with her beak. She'd open it and go, like, and you'd hear an odd noise that sounded almost like a slurping, like, and she kept doing that. And then other things were just that she wasn't sleeping. She was constantly freaking out, like trying to get attention. She was constantly trying to jump out of her nest next to my bed, which actually is part of the reason why she's a little bit bald on her chest right now, because she kept rubbing up against there. So this is not her plucking her feathers. This is actually her trying to get out of her nest throughout the time she was sick. And just a few other symptoms, like just overly clinginess and a hard time staying asleep, and just not her normal natural behavior, right? So, cuckoo, it's okay. Yeah, I know. Mama loves the pretty. Mama loves the pretty. See, I feel better now. See, I don't like the wind out here, though. Oh, thank you for kisses. Oh, thank you for the grooming. Oh, thank you for the grooming. So she's still a little bit clingy, and she's still a little bit more defensive. That's probably going to last for a little while. I'm guessing it's probably connected to the hormones, since it is starting to be spring. Happy 1st of March, by the way. My birthday passed. It was on the 21st. I turned 31. I know. I admitted it. It's not 29 plus 2. It's 31. It's horrible. And Pretty Bird will be 1 on April 16th. We're excited about that. We'll probably do something special for her on that day. Let's see. And actually, fun fact, Dee Dee and Boots, Pretty Bird's brother and sister, were actually both born in March, which is kind of fun because Pretty Bird's egg was actually laid in March, which in some sense, it's almost like they all of their birthdays are in March. We joke about that sometimes, saying that that's why she just kind of became one of our kids, because she too was born in March. It's just a joke. But an interesting coincidence, right? Anyway, Pretty Bird, as you can see, is doing better. Yes, cuckoo. Cuckoo. Is everybody riding their scooters? Oh, pretty. Come on, get your num-nums. What do you see? What do you see? What? Are you coming? Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. I gotta make sure I don't trip. Go, 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 go. What are you doing? What are you doing? Pretty. I'll show everybody you're healthy. Yes, just show everybody you're healthy. They were all worried about you. Yeah. Alright, so let's see. I was gonna answer a question. I'm gonna make a video about this soon, but I was gonna answer something that somebody brought up about what Pretty Bird eats, like her meals. So usually what I do, say we have no, people leaving their cigarette butts on the floor. is really dangerous for animals and for small children, obviously. More so for the children. But anyway, so what was I going to say? Oh yeah, food. Okay, so let's say we have a really, really busy day and Pretty Bird doesn't get to go outside to graze, right? And she's just indoors. So the foods consist of kale, broccoli, cucumber, carrots, and I will actually always, since we have a grass field outside of our home, I will always go outside and get grass for her. Now, now I've found out, and I'm not sure if it happens in our area or in what areas it happens, but I guess one of the ways that neighborhoods are getting rid of geese, and I didn't find a lot of evidence of this, and don't quote me on it, but I found some information on it saying that I guess whenever they spray fertilizer on the grass, that sometimes it can contain some sort of chemical that does not kill geese or ducks or any kind of birds like that, but because they want to preserve the grass in the neighborhoods and make sure it looks pretty, you know, and on the golf courses, I guess they, which there's a lot of golf courses in Arizona, I guess they will use some sort of chemicals that makes the geese not feel well. It makes them not want to stay, not want to continue grazing there. And in that sense, I will always actually get the grass from the hill parts. So if you look at the grass field right there, I would go over to the edge where the rain and the water from the sprinklers would wash everything downhill. And I would get it from the side of the hill so that there wouldn't be anything on it. Because when Pretty Bird was little and she first started grazing out here on the grass, she actually had gotten really bad diarrhea and almost became lethargic multiple times. Every time I would take her out to graze, she would start acting weird. She sees a dog. She's defending us. She's tame. It's a puppy. It's a puppy. Yep. You scared him. You're so tough. You're so tough. You're so tough. You're the king of the castle. Prettybird. Prettybird. Are you the king of the castle? Anyways, so like I said, I guess it was kind of a pattern. It was every time she would eat the grass out here, she'd get sick. And I think it's just because she was more sensitive since she was a baby, and since she spent the first several weeks of her life indoor, so she wasn't, used to grazing outside. And once I started taking her to the edges of the hills, she actually started not having the same symptoms anymore. So since then, I've always stuck to the hill area. And if I see that they've been fertilizing the grass recently, I stay away from the grass for a while and give it a couple of days or until at least there's been some sort of rain or something to prevent her from, getting sick. But so when it comes to, say, like at home dinners, there is like an overnight plate that I make her. Like it's more like a bowl, like a dog bowl, I guess is kind of. And the way it works is that I cut the cucumbers in little itty bitty squares that are like, I don't know, about maybe this big. And I rip the kale down into small pieces that are, again, like maybe about this big. Yeah, just about that. So easy for her to chow down on. And then because she's not very fond of carrots, I actually shred the carrots down to very small pieces and just kind of mix it in there. And I actually do the same with the broccoli. I just kind of shred it in there. And then sometimes I'll add some grass with it, or some dandelions, and some dandelions and some what are they called? Clovers. And there's always water in there too, just to keep it fresh overnight, not have it go bad quickly. Cool. You want to show it?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Dee Dee found a purple beetle. Here, hold still. Let's see if we can get a sharp picture here. I don't know if y'all can see it well or not. There's a purple beetle on our hand.
It has a cool reflection on its
Yeah, it's almost like a rainbow reflection, right?
It's kind of like a camera filter or something.
There you go.
Uh-oh.
Alright, be kind to the little guy. I'm gonna get that away from you. Nom nom. Alright, Pretty Bird's getting her nom noms. Alright, go on, sweetie. Anyway, so that's like what I make her for overnight. And of course I get rid of all the leftovers in the morning because we don't want anything going bad or get moldy or gross or old in any way. But yeah. And then besides that, usually she gets to graze every day, and then her diet also consists of what's it called? It's lay crumbles is what they're called. We get them from Pratt's Pets, which is like our favorite pet store. Basically it's I guess it's the same thing that you can feed chickens, but we also give her scratch, and then she has which is like dried corn and like seeds and such. And then she also gets, let's see, small rocks, like tiny little rocks in her food, which help her body digest and grind down the leaves and such that she eats and the grass that she eats. What else do I put into that food? Oh yeah, we add a little bit of oatmeal in there too, and usually a little bit of rice. Just, combination of different, dry seeds and dry foods for her that she would come across in the wild. Since she is a hybrid and she is part Canada goose, I'm trying to make sure that she gets everything that she would, that she would eat if she was in the wild. And yeah, I think that pretty much is the gist of her. I think that's pretty much the gist of her diet. But like most of the time, obviously there's other foods that she gets at times, and she's not big on mustard leaves. No, you're not. You don't like those, do you? Or romaine. I don't know why. She just doesn't like it. But oh, you're pretty bird. Mama pretty. Yeah. And your mama's pretty. Your mama's pretty. Are you coming? You want to go back? Come on, let's go back to our area. Come on. Big bird. Yeah, goo. Yes, big bird. Yay, fly. Big bird. Come on. Kind of like George, she kind of just doesn't choose to fly. She her feathers are a little bit trimmed just because she is a hybrid with a Canada, and I don't want her to fly all the way up into the sky, just in case, since we are still in a different kind of neighborhood. But once we are in our area, once we are in our new home, I will just let all the feathers grow out. Anyways, pretty bird, you're gonna say bye-bye to your flock? Goo. Big bird. Pretty bird. Come here. Hi. Pretty bird. You say bye-bye? Say bye, everybody. Say bye, everybody. Say love you. Yeah. Can you tell him? Say subscribe. No? Oh, Fluffy first? Okay, Fluffy. Yeah, subscribe. Pretty bird. Can you say, can you share my videos? Yes, share the videos. Can you say, like my videos? Yes, like the videos. And saying, please leave a comment. Yay! Baby. It's okay. Alright, say bye-bye. Bye-bye. You're moving too fast. You're too close. Bye-bye. Cuckoo. Cuckoo. Yeah. Say bye-bye, flock. Love you. Bye.